pretty.
Where did you find that?
Oh, the belly, that's someone's, there's a baby in that belly once upon a time. Yeah, it's very pretty. Oh, it's so pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah.
I'm Jo Davidson and I've been working as an artist for Beyond Empathy on the Mubali project since it began. And my involvement has been to make the belly casts with the young women, and then we've brought in the local Indigenous elder women artists to paint the belly casts and at the same time do cultural exchange. So I guess that's the strategy in a way, to engage the young women.
Well, I got involved in 2004 when I was pregnant with my first child. The reason for me being involved was because my partner had left me while I was pregnant, so I felt like I'd do this to build my self-esteem, because being pregnant and your hormones are racing and then something happens like that, it really knocks you about. So I figured, I'm just gonna do one better for myself, and I had 3 kids since 2004, and I've had a belly cast done with every single one of them.
Yeah, we'll make a bucket of plaster and you paint over it.
My part in the belly program is encouraging the young mums to paint their bellies and put the stories on their bellies, what their experience with the birthing of their babies.
Because it's like you got a blank canvas in front of you, and what you're feeling that day, like you could just put on that canvas on the belly, and it's your story. The Mubali program has done a lot. It's brought me out of my shell heaps. When all of us young girls used to get together, I think it was every Thursday or every Tuesday, and we'd meet down at the back of the hospital. We'd all get there and we'd tell our stories, like how we went through pregnancy and what it was like for us, because every pregnancy is different.
These mums, they keep coming back to the program with their second child and their third child. And when the first baby's born, that baby is nurtured right through the program, from birth till they're 5-year-old, till they're in kindy. And where else do you get that?
And when we had the elders painting our first lot of bellies, we'd sat around a big table and they used to tell their stories about when they were pregnant, and they were very rare stories. When they were painting, it did bring us closer because we had a bond at the time. It felt like it was unbreakable. And it gives you a whole great deal of respect for the aunties. Like, you respect them heaps more, because they did sit down and they did tell you their stories.
Our midwife approached the Beyond Empathy team and asked a way we could engage the women, and that's where the Mubali idea came about. We had a really good success rate in good birth weights for babies. None of them were premature or small. All 100% of the women breastfed at the start, and the smoking reduced a lot, so it was a good way to engage and also achieve health outcomes for the mums.
I guess I'm originally from Moree, but I'm now part of the Woodridge community and the Mums and Bubs clinic there, so it's only recently opened, so with the opening of that, we tried to work out how to engage the mums and get them to come through the door. And because I'd come from Moree and I seen what the Mubali program had started here, or Beyond Empathy, and the mums and the elders, and I thought, well, why not try and ring Kim McConville, who I'd met a lot of years ago here in Moree, and thought we could maybe bring that same program to our community. And since the program, they've opened up so much. They've participated where they could with the making, the mould, the painting. Yeah, it would be really good if building the leadership so it goes back to them and they have more input, because there's so much there that they can offer.
But yeah, building the program up for these young women to take it on, that's just life-changing for them, you know. They're about to be parents, that's the biggest change in life you can have. But to actually have the sensibility and the trust and the knowledge of knowing that they can go out and help their cousin, their auntie, their somebody, you know, understand, okay, you're pregnant, and a lot of Aboriginal women, young girls, they don't have that choice of being proudly pregnant, you know. They don't get to walk around and have a lot of family give them, what do you call them, baby showers and stuff like that. But with this program, they get that self-pride, and that's the main important thing I think that could ever happen.
You know, I really believe that, you know, these programs need to keep on going. Otherwise, our children will be lost. I mean, if you can save one out of a group of 10 or 12, you know, it's amazing.
My baby.